Dancing for you, baby. That's exactly how we're doing it. So, hey guys, welcome to the stream. We're going to be casting a match of Heroes of the Storm. We're going to be getting to that game any minute between LeveL and D-Generation X. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're trying to get everyone into the game right now. We're actually going to be playing, looks like on Towers of Doom for the first match. So we're going to be getting right into it as quickly as possible. I don't know anything about the Chairleague. I don't know. I know that it's a Hearthstone League in terms of, or not a Hearthstone League, but Heroes of the Storm League. Sorry, I'm going to get my H's confused. But it's kind of a casual kind of league for some people. And my company league is actually going to be able to go right into it. So hopefully I can get my webcam fixed. There's no way to look cool after that. There we go. There we go. No. Better. Worse. Better. We're just going to do the auto exposure and kind of roll with it. So, we're getting players into the game. Just kind of see when the players are doing it. Looks, I'm not taking care of anything. I just got to watch, which is pretty awesome. Who's casting? Who's the... I don't know. I'm just here to look pretty. So it's been a while since we've actually cast anything, but I don't think it matters. But so we're actually going to be playing a game of Heroes of the Storm. I actually need to play way more of this, but it's a good little game. It's definitely picked up a lot of esports, I guess, momentum in terms of the type of game it actually has. So I'm very interested to see how a game is at the high level. So just a little bit about my evening. Like, I've just started getting over strep, and it's been terrible because I work as a call center trainer. And the bad thing about being a call center trainer that you're getting over being sick is that you talk all day. So the fact that you've got like allergies and like crud in your throat and it hurts to swallow and talk, and then you go back and actually just talk the entire time, it's terrible. So actually being able to juggle all that is pretty frustrating. Like, I actually went back to work on Monday, and I had a class I was supposed to train. I trained all day, and it's kind of like day one for some people, and like I was super drained. Like, being sick and like actually having to like project the entire time is super crazy. So it's been kind of kicking my tail a little bit, but you know what? That's perfectly fine. It's the most normal thing in the world. But hopefully we'll be getting back to getting healthy a little bit soon. What else about me, since you guys haven't seen me a whole lot? My sister is getting married on Saturday. Congratulations to Vera, or Lexi, for those people that know me. She's getting married to Richard, which is pretty awesome. They're going to feed us lunch, and I'm going to watch my sister get married. I'm probably going to bawl like a little girl the entire time. It's going to be terrible. What else? From a technical standpoint, I got a new mouse. This is the Logitech G900 Chaos Spectrum mouse, and I love it because the RGB actually matches with the with my actual Orion Spectrum. But this is probably one of the most badass mice I have ever used. Like, I have never ever used an even more badass mouse. I'm actually typing my Twitch stream in the actual content, like, hey, if you want some filler, like, check out my stream. It's pretty awesome. We're also going to announce that we're going to live. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, you guys can do that at Projekt21. Live with Heroes of the Storm. Twitch.tv/Projekt21. You beautiful, handsome, intelligent people are watching me, which is pretty amazing. But one of the coolest things is that the this mouse is pretty sweet. Like, honestly, I've used a couple wireless mice in the past, but honestly, I've never ever used a mouse to seriously game. And I really, really like this mouse. I can't wait to do additional, like an actual review of this mouse. I know there's a lot out there already, but you'll be able to actually see kind of my point of view on this at my YouTube channel at youtube.com/Steven Sarver, all one word, or Californican if you want to actually be a little bit interesting about that. But I really, really like this mouse. Like, I can't tell any type of issue with it. So as we cast tonight, hopefully you won't see me like messing up with my mouse too much. The only kind of problem I'm having is that I'm doing a couple accidental right clicks on it. That's the only downside to it. But I think it's just because of how I rest my finger, and it's just going to be something that I eventually need to actually transition to, which is pretty awesome. Like, honestly, like this mouse, I don't know if you check out any of the reviews or anything else like that, but check out the reviews because the mouse performs better than wired mice. Like, that's disgusting. Like, the click distance, the overall latency performs way better than actual wired mice, which is disgusting. Like, seriously? That's pretty insane. And so I was like, I have to get my hands on it. But the price tag is 150 dinos. $150 for this mouse. But honestly, it's totally worth it. And it's also probably one of the lightest mice I have ever used. If you don't like light mice, it might not be the one for you, but I'm the kind of guy that's like, this mouse is pretty awesome. And I like the fact that I don't have to have a cord. I still have a Razer mouse bungee. That's actually one of my most viewed YouTube videos, which is really weird. But I don't even need the mouse bungee anymore because there's no wires. So yeah, some pretty good stuff. We're still trying to get everyone set up into the game. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but we're going to give the players a couple more minutes to kind of figure things out. Looks like we got 5v5, so with Heroes of the Storm today, a big patch has actually dropped today. So Chromie, one of the new heroes, a lot of different changes to a lot of the different heroes were actually implemented into the game pretty recently. So very interesting to see because not a lot of games have been played with the new patch, and Chromie's actually a brand new hero. Wouldn't it be cool if we are actually able to see Chromie be able to be played in this particular game tonight? Apparently I hear like Arthas or Nubarak is also overpowered as hell. I'm not sure. We'll kind of see how it happens. But yeah, so that's kind of what we've been doing right now. So yeah, and Heroes of the Storm, I wish I was able to watch a little bit more of it at DreamHack. I was just at the DreamHack Austin convention down at the Austin Convention Center in the first weekend of May. I missed Mother's Day and Cinco de Mayo. We were actually in the BYOC, and the Heroes of the Storm tournament area, or at least like the television area, were like right next to each other. So very often I would see lights flashing and people playing Heroes of the Storm. But their tournament was only on Friday and Saturday, so they were able to be done in like 2 days. And then StarCraft took the stage on Sunday night, which is okay, which is fine. So lots of good stuff with Heroes of the Storm. I was actually watching a tournament of it yesterday, just trying to study a little bit because there's some big tournaments going on in some of the southeastern or the southeastern or South Asia, regions with different tournaments that are going on. So very, very good stuff. Makes me want to kind of get back into StarCraft a little bit. Still don't really understand the monetization of Heroes of the Storm, but it costs a lot of money to play some of those heroes. I just want to play the same heroes over and over and over again. So my mobile experience, I played a lot of Dota 2, but like Dota 2 is very much like it's not riding a bike if you get off of it for a couple months or years. Like the game will completely change on you. Wouldn't that be weird if like, hey, riding bikes were nerfed. You don't need to have 2 legs anymore. You just need to have 1. So like it's super easy now. Or maybe they make it super where it's like, well, actually riding a bike isn't 2 feet anymore. It's actually an arm and a foot, right? It's completely different. You're like, what the shit? How do I ride my bike? This is weird. So that would be kind of weird if that actually happened. So so we're still about 8:15. Trying to figure out what exactly is going on. I'm not sure. I'm not idling in anyone's Discord or anything else like that. Maybe that'd be cool. Would you guys be interested in seeing like those old school like the old MLG style where it was like let's drop into the voice chat and see what happens, and then you hear like F-bombs and S's and a bunch of racial slurs and stuff? Would that be something you'd be interested in a particular match? I would. I always like those particular things. I'm like, oh, are they going to say something interesting? But then it's like, you just hear them like call one shot, one shot, one shot. At least that's what they do in Halo. So, but yeah, so DreamHack was pretty awesome. I wish I had anything to help keep me awake the entire time, because I am too old for this, man. I need more sleep. Like sugary energy drinks and stuff like that is what used to keep me awake and alive, and nowadays it's just too much. So yeah, but it was a lot of fun, and I'm really excited for QuakeCon now. QuakeCon is a convention that's held in Dallas, Texas for every single year. Looks like we're about to get set up. Looks like looks like they're about to get into selection here. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to ready up or not. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I'm ready. So it looks like we're getting into either champion selection or draft. I'm not sure if they're drafting or if they're just picking right now. So I'll let you guys know once we enter the game. I'll definitely make sure that we change it over and actually get into the game. We might have to turn up the sound a little bit, so I would appreciate your feedback. Looks like we're at 9 out of 10 players ready. So QuakeCon. So DreamHack, just to be really quick, DreamHack was a fun convention with tournaments. QuakeCon is going to be a fun convention with the BYOC LAN party. That's what we're excited about. So that's what I'm particularly excited about, being able to LAN with a bunch of your friends, being able to play some PC games, including Heroes of the Storm. That's definitely kind of a fun thing. So 10 out of 10 players are ready. It looks like we are seeing GLHFs. Let's get into it. Looks like we're playing on Towers of Doom. We're loading into the map right now. It sounds a little quiet for me. I'll try to turn it up on my end once we get into the game fully. Tisk, tisk. So all the players are actually loading into the game. The spectators actually took a little while. All right, so I'm going to turn up the sound just a little bit. Just at 30%, so sorry about that production issue, but let's go ahead and get into the game. So on Team Blue, we've got Ragnarok Maul. We've also got Waffle Fries. We've got Stebu. We've got Loki Andra, and we've got Kolst representing Team LeveL. On the red side, we've got Boogerman, we've got Akash, we've got Drea, K-Cab, we've seven Hoopers, and we've got Nideal representing Team D-Generation X. And the match has started, so it looks like that Team Generation X is looking like it's doing a 4-person run towards the middle. It looks like we've actually going to be able to see a match going on. It looks like stuns going on. It looks like Drew Cap, oh my goodness, Thrall is nearly instigated right off the bat. That's an easily and a fantastic experience gain from Team LeveL going on so far. It looks like that we're seeing a 1-3-1 split actually happening. So fantastic jump with the stun lock actually happening towards the beginning of the game. So looks like again we had a 1-3-1 split actually happening. Thrall getting totally wrecked at the beginning of the map. That's actually happening right there. So no way to look cool after that, buddy. Looks like we've got Sylvanas farming at the top, going to be able to clear out the creeps that are actually happening on there. We have another kind of, looks like another attack going in. Nubarak going in, doing another stun lock, actually doing it on 7 Hoopers. Looks like he's not going to be able to get out in time. Red Hero Chromie actually gets taken out as well. Looks like Nubarak was overpowered, as we completely talked about in the pre-game show, but it is what it is. So it looks like Kel'Thas is getting a little bit of mana, getting a little bit of health, and it looks like he's just going to be able to rotate just a little bit around. Looks like we are seeing another engagement going down in the top run. Looks like the Demon Hunter's getting stun locked again, being knocked up into the air, blinded, and is still not able to make it out. So it looks like that Team LeveL is actually taking a pretty decent lead early on, at least as it relates to experience. All right, so Altars responding in about 30 seconds. We see Nubarak. Looks like that Kolst is wanting to decide if he wants to go against Nightingale. Deciding that, nah. Wants to respect the Nubarak stun a little bit. Looks like we see some attacks going on in the middle. Looks like ETC's getting blinded. Looks like he's able to slide right out of there. Stasis field, so they're respecting the ability of what's happening. Looks like we're seeing 7 Upers utilize Chromie. The Altars are spawning. So let's see what's happening right here. Nubarak stuns up the Demon Hunter. Let's see what's going on here. It looks like we've got the different Altars actually going on the particular map. We actually see an engagement going down here. Thrall getting a speed boost. Attacking Waffle Fries. Waffle Fries looking like he's able to get around. Still activates his orb ability. It looks like they're still pursuing 3-on-2 in favor of LeveL right here. It looks like there's not anything going on. It looks like that Thrall is getting taken out again. Nubarak doing a crush right there. It looks like ETC is coming from a weird angle with Chromie coming up behind him. Oh! Chain stun right there actually happening, knocking up 2 Degeneration X's players, but it looks like that nothing else is going to be happening right here. Waffle Fries still throwing a little bit more things right there, getting some heals, and it looks like that Team LeveL's deciding now's the time to get out. So we'll take a look at some of the talents that some of the players have actually been able to pick up this game so far. So let's see here. Nothing else too crazy going on in the game so far, but looks like we're seeing some control that's going on right here. So it looks like we see a 2-1-2 standpoint right here. Looks like, okay, so Lokiandra needs to be careful, getting focused down just a little bit. What is Team LeveL doing? It looks like they're actually farming some neutral creeps, trying to see, getting actually some mercenaries to be able to help out with some of those particular pushes. Some excellent coordination from Team LeveL. All right, so let's see what else do we got going on here. Again, Kel'Thas trying to farm up top, and it's doing some all right. Looks like we see 3 players pushing down the middle, so we have a 3-on-2. Nubarak, if he can line up a good stun, we might be able to do something here. Looks like some skill shots from both players actually missed a little bit. All right, we see what's going on down here. It looks like Waffle Fries getting a little bit ahead, but ETC coming in, just going to clear out the dudes right here. Looks like we see an attack going in. Wow, Nightingale just able to get out without too much of a problem right there. All right, looks like we're about to see a team engagement. Looks like 4 people going down in the middle. Nubarak going in right there. A double stun right there. Can they prevent Nightingale from getting out? Looks like they are, and Team LeveL's actually able to get a double kill and is able to significantly have a significant level increase. Going to 6 kills to none. And Altars responding in 12 seconds for them. So pretty good stuff right here. So let's see some individual statistics right here. It looks like a lot of siege damage. It looks like our player Waffle Fries is actually doing a good amount of siege damage as well, which is pretty good right here. We see a big battle going on in the mercenary camp right here. It looks like we're seeing some good trades right here. Nubarak almost down. Actually, burrows underneath and was able to actually able to blink out of there essentially and is able to get right there. So it looks like it's a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Degeneration X right there, but even with that trade, it looks like that LeveL is still ahead, but it looks like we're not completely done yet. Akesh actually chasing Kel'Thas, getting stunned up there. It looks like a Nubarak going right in, actually going to be able to attack on Chromie. Chromie's just, prancing away, not able to do much. Akash taking some damage. Looks like both teams are, shelling each other away. It looks like Degeneration X is going to be able to get out of there. Coast about to die. It looks like Demon Hunter's about to get out as well. Lots of particular healing and lots of chip damage actually happening on both players. Let's see if any team can actually get an actual advantage. It looks like Degeneration X goes down even with the 5v4. Looks like Kel'Thas Debu actually is going down. Ragnarok Maul actually trying to sneak out of there as well. Nightingale against Lokiandra. It's a 3-on-1 unstoppable. Lokiandra's trying to get out of there, but it's not able to do so. Muradin goes down. Waffle Fries is also down. Ling Ming gets taken out, and Ragnarok Maul is actually in the run as well. And based on all of those interactions, it looks like that Degeneration X is actually taking an experience lead. So it looks like a very, very interesting match. It looks like they were able to rebound from that, even without being able to do too much from there. So good fight from right there. Let's go ahead and try to take a look at some stats about what's going on. It looks like that Chromie is actually able to get quite a few different skills right there, which is pretty good. individual statistics, so lots of good damage in the particular role. So some good stuff here for most of our players. And again, so very, very fantastic stuff right here. All right. Let's see what's going on. Looks like we got Headless Horseman coming in here. We've got 2 players from Degeneration X just clearing out the wave that are up there, not doing anything too crazy, but it looks like that team LeveL is actually coming in for a gank. That's what's happening. So we actually see 3 players right here. It looks like Demon Hunter's getting stunned and blinded and chain locked. Not much here. It looks like Nightingale actually able to warp up. Boogerman, are you able to be able to get out of there? Looks like he's not going to be able to. Nightingale actually taking some additional damage, and they're just able to slide out of there just in time. So Team LeveL's doing a fantastic job of doing the ganks. I think that Degeneration X is doing a reasonable job with NPCs and just going after the objectives at all. Looks like Thrall's just working on down in the bottom lane just by himself, just babysitting the particular ads and kind of going from there. Waffle Fry's taking care of mid control, but he's got to be very, very careful. If he taking some significant damage right there. From it looks like Chromie's actual particular attack. Looks like that we've it looks like an objective being taken care of. A siege camp actually being able to take out. Looks like they're actually rolling in there. So looks like they were able to throw in, but not able to get too much. Altar spawning in about 20 seconds right here, spawning on the bottom side. So what do we see going on? Looks like a mercenary camp was also taken by a team Degeneration X as well. So interesting stuff's going on so far. Looks like we see Stebu actually getting lit up right there, going down to like 20% health. But stun actually able to get out, actually able to get pushed away from him a little bit. He's healing some significant damage and was able to actually get out of there. But I don't know if Team LeveL is actually going to be able to survive this entirely. But it looks like a 1-for-1 trade right now. Actually, a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Team LeveL. And the levels are pretty close to being split. Looks like ETC about to get stun locked, actually able to slide over there. LeveL's got to be very, very careful. If they group up too incorrectly, they could be able to get chained up and actually be able to get some double kills in their loss. So still a very, very close game as we enter 9 minutes into the actual match. So let's see what's going on here. Thrall looks like he's actually sieging the one of the first towers on the Team LeveL side. So Arthur's coming down here. It looks like Waffle Fries is also coming down to kind of push that away. We see 2v1 as well. So it looks like that we're reinforcing the bottom lane, but top lane is not being reinforced at all. But there's not really much going on at this moment anyway. So as we kind of have a low in the moment, if you guys like the content, like what you see, please consider clicking that follow button or subscribe button, depending on what you're watching on. But it looks like we see a 4-player attack on a mercenary camp down to the bottom left-hand side for Team LeveL. Looks like Team Degeneration X looking like they're taking a top siege mercenary as well. Looks like they're spread out just a little bit though. So if LeveL can realize that there's actually a small spread out, they can actually probably get some sort of gank here. It looks like Thrall's alone. Team LeveL's trying to decide, do we want to go on Thrall? Do we actually want to go on that? Or do we want to make an attempt at going at somewhere else? Let's see at 7per's vision. So he doesn't see anything. This could actually be devastating for them. Surprise! Stun actually being able to take out, but it doesn't look like they're able to get too much. Koist actually able to go in. Looks like he's polymorphed from a counter. So looks like they tried to get an execution, but they weren't able to capitalize on the fact that the Team Degeneration X was just slightly out of position. All right, let's see what's going on here. It looks like we do have a skirmish coming down, 2 versus 3. But it looks like they're not doing too super much. Looks like Chromie is doing a pretty good job of actually going through the jungle area just to make sure that there's nothing else going on. But we have altar spawning about 20 seconds in the top portions of the map. Looks like sweet engagement going on. ETC getting lit up by Waffle Fries and Stebu. ETC coming back in. He's blinded. He's getting healed just a little bit, but it looks like he's going to go down. We've also got Nightingale who's blinking out of there just in time. Nubarak getting polymorph, which is the correct response. Nubarak is definitely going to be their initiation, so if they can prevent Close from being able to do what he needs to do, it's going to put Degeneration X in a lot better opportunity to be able to do some information here. So Chromie looks like he's trying to siege the enemy team behind the protection of his particular tower. And it looks like Lokiandra's working one of the particular altars, and it looks like Stebu's working the other one. Fantastic stuff here. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on here. Thrall's actually fully sieged the bottom tier, so they actually have some additional towers that aren't available for them, but let's see what's going on. So we see kind of a skirmish going on in the middle lane that's happening right here. Ragnarok just kind of jumping out from right there. Nubarak doing a stun on Nightingale, getting polymorphed as well. Ragnarok being able to just kind of get out of there. It looks like that Team Degeneration X are actually being able to actually push Team LeveL back, and it looks like we've got another faction of the map actually about to open up. So it looks like that we see most of Team Degeneration X actually sieging towards the bottom. And it looks like they're actually taking out another mercenary camp to be able to actually siege the bottom lane just a little bit more. And Team LeveL is actually having to posture a little bit to actually support that bottom left turret. And it looks like, oh my goodness, an attack actually happening 4v3 with the tower. It looks like we see some initiation on Lokiandra and Ragnarok. Well, Ragnarok might not be able to get out of here, and he actually gets shut down. Lokiandra might be going down as well. We see a chain stun actually happening, which is actually going to prevent Waffle Fries and Lokiandra from being able to get back in. Close, just on the sideline right there, actually being able to get stunned in, going in, being able to slide underneath, kind of uproot from underneath. Lokiandra coming back from inside. We see Team Degeneration X just trying to see what we do. Actually, a blue team hero killed Thos was killed while we're actually looking at this. Lokiandra is getting dangerously low. We see Colts getting rooted. We see some big sieges going on. Waffle Fry's taking a big hit, and Chromie with the follow-up, being able to take out Li Ming. So 3 of Team LeveL's heroes are actually on the sidelines. It looks like one of them is actually being able to come back up right now, but Team Degeneration X has the entire map control. They're actually able to take out the altars that are spawning pretty much everywhere on the map, and Team LeveL actually has to just kind of play catch-up, right? So not some good stuff going on for Team LeveL right there. It looks like that we've got some opportunities here. So taking a look at the talents to see what's actually been going on right here. It looks like ETC actually been able to get sunned a little bit, some blinding a little bit, but was able to actually get out of there. 4v1 trying to go on Akash, but Lokiandra kind of jumps right in there, but looks like it's not a good particular attack here. But looks like Colt's able to actually take some towers. Fire the towers, destroy the Raven Lord. All right. So let's see here. So it looks like that Team LeveL is looking like that they're working on the tower again as well. That tower is actually looks like they're actually just going to straight up deny it. Not a good thing. So Team LeveL actually has a weakness going on in the bottom. Lokiandra actually walking into a 1v5. Looks like we're stunning one of the players here, but it looks like that we see a Phoenix turn going in there. Nightingale actually trying to get the heck out of there. We actually see a pretty good team fight going in. ETC down to about 50% health, getting blinded, getting rooted, actually able to slide out of there again. He's got literally slivers of health, and he's able to escape. Team LeveL actually doing everything they possibly can just to execute on ETC, and he's able to get right out of there. It looks like he's gonna hearth away and be able to regenerate his life and be able to kind of go from there. So he's kind of doing his thing, kind of seeing what he can do to kind of recover from there. But the rest of Team Degeneration X is posturing towards the mid lane, and it looks like Team LeveL is actually going to move down to the bottom, be able to get some mercenaries, which is a good thing. They're going to respawn in about 1:45 now. We actually see ETC coming in. ETC is a pretty tanky hero, so it looks like he's able to actually do pretty good damage in terms of countering this. Now, Team LeveL, in addition, also has the other camp, so I think what they need to do is they need to utilize the additional mercenaries they have in order to do a significant push, and it looks like that's what their particular plan is. So we see a 4v5, it looks like it comes out. Actually, it's a 5v5, so we got a full-on team fight. Looks like we're trying to zone out members of Team Degeneration X. ETC running in. We see some ultimates actually popping up. Waffle Fries trying to get out. ETC in the middle of the map just banging around. And Uberak gets taken out, which is Team LeveL's primary initiation. Team LeveL's deciding that now's the time we got to run a cash. Just going in, chaining a stun, doing a couple AoEs right there. Looks like Drew K. Cab is trying to follow. Looks like Thrall's going to throw the hammer down on Kill Thos, but it doesn't look like it's actually going to happen. We see some exchanges being blown. Nightingale's got less than 2 slivers right there, but Li Ming actually goes down. These trades are not going in favor of Team LeveL, and it looks like that we see a 3-for-1 trade going on in favor of Team Degeneration X actually happening right now. Oh my goodness. So some very, very early on good play from Team LeveL, but as the game is going on, we're seeing better engagement, some better control, and overall just better play from Team Degeneration X going so far. We see the kill counts being close between both of them. I'm trying to keep an eye on the minimap just to see if there's anything else that's going on for in each of our particular players, but it looks like they're sieging this particular tower as well. Again, it looks like it got rebuilt, but looks like the shield going out. Looks like we see some additional attacks going in, and it looks like Lokiandra's trying to beat on ETC a little bit. Hey, get out of here. We need this particular tower here, but it looks like Drew K. Cab's going to stay in. They can't do anything to him. It looks like they're trying to lock, and they destroy the tower again. They're going to be trying to rebuild it. Not sure they can do too much. Team LeveL rolling on in. Waffle Fries with his pretty rad mount, if I do say so myself, trying to throw an AoE, but not able to connect too much. And all that Team LeveL is going to be able to do is just clean up some creeps. All right, looking at the players here, some significant siege damage actually happening from the Demon Hunter on Team Degeneration X side. We also see some pretty significant siege damage as well. Look at Kel'Thas with the 91,000, so some good stuff right there. It looks like we got both players just kind of meandering in the middle, trying to see particularly what they want to do, but it looks like we see, you know, these counters 10 to 22, so very interesting game. It looks like Kel'Thas's, or the Team Degeneration X side, Team Red, has a significant higher score as it relates to that. We'll see how that translates as the game goes on. Waffle Fry's kind of posturing towards the middle. It looks like Chromie is setting up a stasis ward or a stasis field towards the middle right there. We see 3 members of Team Degeneration X taking additional siege. Waffle Fry's trying to go in there, trying to take do some additional splash damage. Not able to do too much to the mercenaries that were spawning right there. It looks like we see a pretty big fight actually happening right here. 3 members of Team LeveL are attacking, or at least posturing to be able to challenge the altar a little bit. Looks like ETC rolling in. A pretty big counter right there. We actually see Stebu, Kel'Thas trying to do something right here. It looks like he's not able to actually get through it. Actually gets teleported back. We see a 4v5. Anubarak coming in from the backside. Polymorph's actually being able to go down. Kolst actually getting kind of getting wrecked right here. ETC taking care of rest of Team LeveL essentially. Like, he's just tanking him. Like, what are you going to be able to do? Looks like we see a jam actually coming back down. Anubarak coming right in. Some stuns happening. Oh, let's see here. It looks like Boogerman's trying to get down, but ETC comes in, but he's blinded. And it looks like that Valos was able to actually be taken down as well. So 4v4 from both players. Waffle Fry is able to do a little bit of laser damage. Lokiandra trying to provide some support right there. It looks like there might have been an overextend from Drew J-Cab, but he's healed at about half of his health. Looks like Team LeveL's actually having to run. And again, almost devastated. It's a 4 for necessarily maybe 1, maybe 2 trade. The Ling Me is so low, Ragnarok. Well, you got to get out of there, buddy. You got to get out of there. You got to let them have complete control of this map. It looks like they're actually taking down the Headless Horseman right here. They're sieging that. 3, almost about to be 4v5, and there's really not much they can do, but it looks like that Team Degeneration X is doing a significant better job of controlling the points in the map. Looks like they've only got 2 left, and guess what? We actually see probably a pretty big mercenary about to assist, but actually that's the end of the game. They were actually able to take out the player from there. So good game to Team Degeneration X right there. LeveL did a fantastic job early on in the match, being able to get that early gank in the very, very first few minutes of the fight. But as the fights went on, it was very, very quick to revolve around the fact that Anubarak was going to be their initiation, and they were able to actually shut that down pretty quickly with some polymorphs and being able to just kind of zone Anubarak from being able to get out of there. Looking at the kind of the kill death ratio, it looks like LeveL wasn't able to do too much. Well, be able to get 13 assists. I mean, Heroes of the Storm is a little bit different than your typical MOBA, so you might consider into that. But it looks like we got Kel'Thas with 6 kills and 4 deaths. It looks like KDRs were pretty low between each of them. But one of the big things about this game is that it really honestly boiled down to the team's ability to take the objectives. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break, see what our next gig is, and we're going to go from there. So we'll be right back.